Hello everyone, welcome to the 24th of February. It is a Monday and we're about to do a drawing. It's going to be the last on this spread of pencil line drawings. I see 9 of you are here. Thank you for being here. Hello Tommy. Say hello in the chat so I know who's here, because it's just fun knowing who you are. And yeah, we are about to draw from this cool image of Medardo Rosso, who is a sculptor who was active like 100 years ago, maybe earlier, and Klaus just brought him to my attention, and it's so cool. I just love discovering all these new artists. This is way off topic for line. Here is the full image, which is just such a beautiful photo. So yeah, he's a sculptor. I'm just imagining that this stack of wood is going to be turned into incredible pieces of art like this. And it's so cool to see how the material that the sculpture is made of becomes part of the work and part of the life of the piece. It's really, really exciting and inspiring to see. So yeah, let's do our little drawing. I'm going to keep it fairly brief today because there are children here that need tending to. Hello Maya, June, nice to see you. Rachel, Hanamarie, Kiki, Tommy. Let's draw together. I really enjoyed yesterday's session. It was nice chatting about the matrescence movement with you yesterday, and yeah, it was a nice session. So here I have this part of my page left, and I'm thinking to put the portrait about here and putting some of the wood in the background. And this is something I'm going to be leading on to. Maria, Beryl, Karidu, Dale, hello. Next month, I looked at my roadmap of the year and I had wet media sketches, but I feel like it would make total sense. It was going to be wet media sketches and then shadow shapes, and I feel like it would make a lot of sense to go from line into shadow shapes where we really focus on the shadow shapes. And this image is so cool, and the shadow shapes here are amazing. And I was thinking, although this is a very shadowy cool value reference with the play of light and dark here, it's going to be interesting just to draw a line drawing denoting those shapes. And I think this is a really cool reference. It's cool that he's a bit out of focus. The wood stack is so clear. Yeah, it's just a really nice image. And yeah, everyone go check out Medardo Rosso's sculptures, because there's some pretty amazing work in there. Thanks again, Klaus, for introducing me to his work. Ike is here, Gabriela, Cheryl, hello. Let's start drawing. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask, and I would love to address them. All right, I hear my child loud in the background. I don't know if you can hear him too, but he's experiencing hormones and emotions. It is an exciting time of life. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and every Tuesday we meet at 7:30 p.m. German time for 2 hours of portrait sketching, which means this live stream is going to be a bit later, and that everyone is invited to come and draw in Zoom tomorrow, which is the most fun you can have on a Tuesday. Yeah, we spend 2 hours doing time portrait sketches of each other, and it's so much fun and super good practice. It's really, especially with these brief sketches, it's really enabled me to be able to do. The kids are on fire tonight. You hear them, Kiki? There is a ruckus in the house. Yeah, I may have to shift this time slot because of it used to be quite a long time ago that by 8 o'clock the kids were tucked away and in bed, and That is no longer the case. And so, yeah, I may be changing it. I'll let you all know. But tomorrow's live stream is definitely going to be at 9:40 after the Zoom sketch session, which I would love you all to join. I know not everyone has been to Zoom, and some people, there are various reasons. Maybe it's a time frame thing. I have heard from people who now come regularly and love it, that they were kind of a bit intimidated to come in the beginning, and then realized it's so much fun, and have now been coming for years every Tuesday, which I love. So yeah, everyone is welcome to come and draw with us every Tuesday on Zoom. So here, so this is a bit of foreshadowing to March and next month, the shadow shapes. I love shadow shapes, and when I'm thinking about shadow shapes, there's also mid-tone shapes and highlight shapes, and there are all these cool shapes that we can simplify an image into to make it easier to see and to draw, which is really so helpful for finding your way around a drawing. And this is just such a cool image. I love these old photos. Apparently, Medado was a photographer as well. And I can't remember if I got this right, but I think he may have only lived until 1902 or something. So in the 1800s, Medado, Italian sculptor, was doing his thing. And something I love about this online art community, the exchange that we have, is sharing inspiration. And that has been something recently where, particularly in context of my mentorship that I'm offering, facilitating at the moment, it's been really wonderful having inspiration shared and discovering all this new stuff. And it's like, wow, it's so much of it is so inspiring, and it's so cool that we're able to share these resources. It really is a part of the community and connection and the accessibility of things that we have at our fingertips. It's really cool to be able to get to freshly see this work of someone who has been dead for over 100 years and made such cool stuff. And someone's just like, oh, I checked out this exhibition on the weekend. Like, wow, this is amazing. It's really nice. So I've opened up a new inspiration channel on the Discord server for people to share artists that they're inspired by, and maybe links or any kind of things. It was kind of fitting. There's also a resources tab where people for reference sharing and figure drawing and different kind of resources for people to share. And the inspiration was kind of partly within there, but we've made it its own separate thing for just sharing work that we love and inspiring things that people are doing that we come across to share with each other. So thank you to those of you who have been sharing your inspiration with the community. And for those of you who aren't yet on the Discord server, please join, because it's so cool. It's great seeing people's work there and being able to share inspiration and share selfies, and to know that we're all doing this together. It's really cool. So there's this really interesting shapes in the background here. And the way I'm drawing these shapes now, I'm really just looking at, in terms of value. And if I were going to fill in the shadows, I'm just kind of plotting everything out, planning it so that I would know when I come back to rendering or putting shadows in or painting, that I've got all these shapes kind of already. I'm already aware of where things are and how the relationship between these different shapes is. We're just over 6 minutes, 6 minutes and 20 seconds. yeah, 6 minutes is the longest pose that we do on a Tuesday in the Zoom room. So this is like a time frame that I've become quite familiar with. So yeah, this week I'll be recording my Patreon tutorial about pure line, and I'm thinking similar to the continuous line tutorial from last month, I will work with a few different drawing tools, exploring different line quality and what we can convey. And also, as opposed to this kind of thing in the live streams, I'll talk a bit more about finding, like using the shapes to find where to put the shapes. Something I've often addressed, but it may be helpful to hear these things again. So, and how I'm kind of, before I'm making the marks, what am I looking at? How am I trying to figure out where I'm going to put the different shapes? That is something, yeah, I'll be, as opposed to the live streams, kind of going into more detail on. So that is coming up for you blessed Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for your support, enabling me to do this so much. Anyone who's interested in joining the tutorials or just buying me a coffee can check out the link that's in the description below. And this week I'll be uploading high-res photos of all of the daily drawings I've been doing to the up close and personal folder, which is available to all Patreon supporters at the coffee tier. You get to check out my high-res images if that's something that's of interest to you, as an extra thank you for buying me coffee via Patreon. Yeah, this it's so interesting, like keeping this at a line. This is not the way I would usually work, like, but I know this is the step before going in and filling in all these values. But now, maybe now, just to lift the portrait forward a bit, because I feel like this is it's really interesting, but I would like a bit more focus on the portrait. If we also interesting, so I talked about shadow shapes and how that you can also look at highlight shapes. So let's put in some soft like highlight shapes as well. It'll be like, we'd know that these are these highlight shapes here. Yeah, that's it basically. Bam, bam, bam. Those would be highlights. The shirt, of course. But I'm so chill through it all, Kiki. Tommy, looking forward to joining the Zoom sessions as soon as you get a new computer. It broke down and Zoom is too big for my phone. Having it on screen, some people join on their phones or tablets, but being able to have it on screen, it's like you have life-size faces to draw from, which is pretty cool. Kiki, shadow shapes is always a good thing to cover. Super fun. Hello, Cindy. Hi, Meryl. You just joined my Patreon. Thank you, Tommy. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who's on my Patreon. I don't know. It's been a while that I've had Patreon going for. When I started it, I was in a whole different phase. I was painting Indian divinities. And then I finished that series. Then I let it rest for a while, and I think it was in 21 I started it back up with monthly tutorials, which has been super fun. It's a nice way to share. So thank you so much to everyone who supports me via Patreon. I love being able to do this for all of you. I like it. I like that you like it. I like that we get the chance to connect over our shared interest, passion of drawing, art making, portraiture, whatever the things are that we share, to be able to do it together. So here I'm just kind of reinforcing some of these shapes. It's just making a bit of differentiation between the background and the foreground. So still keeping it at the line level, but just... It's interesting the way when the lines like double up, the like line on line, layering is often very interesting. The kind of the quality of the line that results from the layering of lines can be really interesting, I feel. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that today. So that was 12 minutes, so like 2 times 6. Medado and a stack of wood. Thanks again, Klaus, to introducing me. Hello to everyone who's seeing me on YouTube at the moment. Thank you all for being here. Like and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. You can hit the notification bell. I found there's behind the scene things on YouTube that says 5% of my subscribers have notifications set on. And sometimes I do spontaneous live streams where I haven't planned and I just jump on and sketch. If something else is coming up, but I want to do the daily stream, or I'm just kind of testing something, sometimes I'll just jump on and do an unplanned live stream. If you hit the notification bell and you just happen to have time at the time that I do that, then you'll get a notification and you can come and draw with me whenever that might be. So there's a little bell somewhere on the YouTube user interface that you can toggle. Hi Ashley, it's been a long time, it's over, but you can watch the replay. Thank you, Ashley. It's nice to see you pop in here for the end. But yeah, tomorrow 9:40, so like 20 minutes later from now, but almost 2 hours ago, you can come and join us in Zoom. The Zoom link is in the description. Every Tuesday we sketch together for 2 hours and it's wonderful. I just wanted to put the Discord server link in the chat if you're not already there. Hannah Marie's already posted this drawing, so good. The Discord server, I like it. I'd love to see you sharing your work there. Invite members. Copy link. Cindy found the ringing bell. Cool. Always fun, no matter the time frame. It is, isn't it? And thank you. Tommy, Hannah Marie, and Dale have already put up their drawing hand emoji. So if you've made it to the end of this, then if you're watching the replay too, I'd love you to put your drawing hand emoji in here. And then I'll know that you stuck with me to the end, and I'm really honored to be able to share so much time with you drawing. Can't wait to see your work. Tag me here on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, Dylan Sara Draws with no spaces. And Medado Rosso was our muse today. Go check out some of the sculptures. You may have to DuckDuckGo it, or your search engine of choice. There's some really, really cool sculptures, which is inspiring, and seeing this wood, imagining the faces concealed within the wood, or the warm fires, or the furniture, who knows what. Sculpture's so cool. You're all so cool. Thank you, Drawing Hands, Rachel, Bevel, Maya, Kiki, June, Lewis, Cindy. I will see you here tomorrow, and maybe even in Zoom. And thank you so much, Tommy, for joining Patreon, and everyone else on Patreon.